Hello and welcome back to another match. Today we're back in another crypto video. I hope you guys are doing well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another banger of a Pulsechain video. We have great news, and guys, this will change everything about Pulsechain. Honestly, it boosts my own confidence in the network, even though I've already been bullish. My long-term holds are in this network, ladies and gentlemen. This is my best bet this altcoin season, and I truly believe so. This changes everything, ladies and gentlemen. You want to watch the whole video through because things have just gone up a notch. Okay, but without further ado, I'm going to be highlighting a comment. Thank you very much to Raphael. Great 40 minutes. Love the analytics, a whole new view on the landscape. Appreciate that. So thank you very much. And of course, thank you to the DeFi Insiders, the YouTube members who are choosing to support my small channel to carry on doing what I'm doing. This is my passion at the end of the day. It doesn't feel like work. You know what I mean? I like to relay the information back to you guys. Can understand a lot of you guys are, obviously busy. Time is tight. There's a lot of things that goes on every single day in crypto. Crypto moves fast, guys. You know what I mean? It really moves fast. But I'm going to be catching you guys up to date with the latest and greatest of what you need to know. Okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the narrative is in Pulsechain is, honestly, find me a better narrative in crypto, guys. You know what I mean? The whole thing with PDAI. You can make X's on a stable coin before it reaches to $1. The whole thing with the Atropa ecosystem, we're going to cover. And speaking of Atropa, ladies and gentlemen, but before we do that, I have a couple of tweets that I want to highlight, ladies and gentlemen. This is, just to show you that Pulsechain is actually starting to gain, more traction from influencers. And I think this is really, really great. You can see that he puts it in the 10,000, in the 1,000x realm. I think it is, you know what I mean? I think definitely there's a lot of tokens within Pulsechain that can 1,000x. You know what I mean? It's all, I generally feel like Pulsechain is a leverage on Ethereum itself, guys. You know what I mean? Richard Hart is leverage on Ethereum. So I think if you're watching this video, you're winning. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. Anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big news that, wow, I did not see this coming. I mean, I already knew, by the way, because I've seen people talk about how Atropa is Richard Hart. I knew that it's not. Because I was in one of the spaces and I did hear that someone said, oh, we already did have a meetup with the Atropa dev, and of course, it's not Richard Hart. And I think people already knew who he was if you really dig deep into it. I didn't really dig deep into it, but this is Atropa, guys. This is revealed the man himself. And honestly, I watched the video. I'm going to let you guys kind of, this is, I guess, it's just a small snippet. Again, I'm not going to play the whole video. Actually, I'm not going to play even 10 seconds of it. You guys go to it and watch it. But this is a small snippet. The man himself, he's alive.
Likewise. Did you have some question?
Yeah, I mean, so...
And you can find out what was those questions and what's his answers by, I'm going to try to link it in the description. But ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Atropa. Honestly, after watching this video, jeez, I'm even more bullish, guys. Almost gives me goosebumps. You know what I mean? Like, this is real. How many X's Atropa, is away from the whole thing where, where was that tweet? It was this one. I covered this ages ago where, this is a screenshot where, right now Atropa PDAI is 1 to 8.5 ratio. Probably right now it could be 1 to 10. As PDAI and Atropa continues to grow in value together, do you see that the ratio staying around 1 to 10 could it deviate further? And then Maria, the Atropa, the smart guy, and we're gonna get to know slightly who he is. I'm expecting the ratio to grow wider, and he said between 30 to 1 to 40 to 1 by the time PDAI hits $1, going by what has occurred already. Guys, do you understand what that means? You betting on PDAI, which is probably the greatest narrative in Pulsechain, right, is indirectly a bet on Atropa. So you can't be in one of them. So, you know what I mean? I've had people who ask me, which one should I, they're showing me their portfolio. They're asking me what, not financial advice. They're asking me, okay, where should I go? consultation. And I'm just telling them, like, Pulsechain has kind of like this 4 horsemen that you have to be, not financial advice, but I am in all 4. I just have to be, okay? You got PDAI, of course, we know that the narrative to $1 right here in front of you guys. You can see we are a beautiful 346x away to $1, guys. That is life-changing amounts of X's. And if you guys have been watching my videos, I've been making videos as early as October October time, and of course I carried on making videos during December when I told you guys, when it was Christmas, people cash out, people want to spend money in real life. This is why it's going to be down the whole month, and I was correct. It was down the whole month. You understand? And of course this was the lowest where it was, and that's where I made the video where I said, oh, this is where I'm investing my $1,000 and XYZ. Anyways, we are up a nice 12x, ladies and gentlemen, but we still have a 346x to go. So if you ask me if we are late, of course we're not late, guys. Of course we are not late. Okay, but keep that in mind. The four horsemen, PDAI, and now you got Atropa, and then you got Teddy Bear, the number one meme coin. If we look at Teddy Bear again, I still get people asking me, oh, I think I'm late to it, blah blah blah. Yes, I understand why you're saying it, because you're going by the previous support layer. Right now, I think that's around. Let's do this one instead. Price change. That's going to be around an 8, something nice. You're late by an 8x. Because you need to understand, look at that market cap. It's only a 24.7 million in market cap. Do you know how many x's away to that 1 billion? Because of course people are saying 1 billion is kind of the target, and I think that's a lot of x's away. Matter of fact, let's bring up that calculator. Let's say 1,000 divided by 24.7. Oh no. 1,000 butterfingers divided by 24.7. That's a 40x away, guys. You understand? Like putting a small, not small. It depends on what you consider small. A $200 investment that can turn into 8,000. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you take that 8,000, you cash some of it in the bank. I don't know. You bootstrap whatever side hustle that you always wanted to do. You know what I mean? You move from there. You have to. This is good money. Is all I'm trying to say. Like 8,000, even 8,000 to me, that's actually life-changing money, guys. You know what I mean? I can do a lot with that. Because you need sometimes in different avenues of business, you need capital up front to make money. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, stock trading. This is why I actually don't do that much stock trading anymore, because it needs a lot of upfront capital. Because stock trading moves slow. Okay, people are ecstatic when they see a 50% at 10, 20%. Like, oh my God, whoa. You know what I mean? Like S&P, but obviously, the confidence, the safety factor of them, it's a trade-off, really, right? But I don't choose to retire by the time I hit 70. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm making these videos, because I also don't want you to retire at that age, working 9 to 5 till then. No, unacceptable, guys. You know what I mean? You're gonna work all this time to enjoy life. By the time you're 70, come on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to carry on making these videos. I'm going to make sure you guys are on the same mindset of mine. I want you guys to become independent thinkers. You know what I mean? To understand how this market works. Make up your own decisions. Trust your gut. And apparently, I found out recently, by the way, apparently that we have neurons in our heart. So our heart has a brain inside. This is why, honestly, sometimes I say, trust your gut. Trusting your gut can be better than any TA you can possibly do. You see all these lines that you see in front of you, guys, almost doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm bullish on Teddy Bear if the price is up or down. You know what I mean? I don't care about short-term price, but of course right now it's bullish because it has broken off that downward staircase. You know what I mean? I did make a screenshot of this, and of course that MACD. Yes, I'm using TA. TA is still good. Don't get me wrong. You can see that the first 2-3 green histogram bars right there, so that's pretty good bullish news. And I already felt it. Like it felt like we've had a couple weeks of red pulse chain, some people fighting here and there. All that sentiment is gonna go away, and then people are gonna realize, yo, like these tokens are really undervalued. You know what I mean? So going back to it, I know I'm going on tangents. The four horsemen of and I'm going to mention some honorable mentions. I got to keep it simple for you guys. If you are new to Pulsechain, you need to know this quickly. Do their own research. I made deep dive videos on a few of them. Okay. So you got PDAI to $1, 300x's. Atropa right now, estimated could be $20, $30, $40. That's crazy amount of x's, I believe. I put here, like for example, this one. The PDAI at $30 is a whopping 1,000x, I believe. That's a 1,000x. Yeah, 1,044x. And then a more modest one at $10, it's 335x. At $1, which of course I think is going to surpass it easily, is a 33x. Atropa is super, super bullish. You know what I mean? So anyways, and the reason why, of course, I'm going to keep it very simple is if you take PDAI and you find what's the thickest LP pair with it, you will easily see, guys. Can you spot it? You got, you know, with WPLS, the native token, 561K. That's pretty thick, right? DAI with Atropa, 24.2 million in liquidity. Oh my God, that is thick. Thick with 2 C's as well. Guys, this is why if you're betting on Atropa, you gotta bet on if you're betting on PDAI, you gotta bet on Atropa. I ain't gonna lie, not financial advice. Never was. I don't have a crystal ball. Nothing's guaranteed in crypto. I'm just here to education videos, okay? You make your own research. I'm just here giving you guys what you need to know, okay? But going back to it, again, I keep deviating. My bad. I apologize. The 4 horsemen of Pulsechain with some honorable mentions. You got PDAI, Atropa, Teddy Bear, and my personal favorite on it. One of my personal favorites, of course, is PWBTC, guys. PWBTC. I made a video on it and why it's super, super bullish. Super low supply, generally super bullish, right? Because I think even Richard Hart likes it. Of course, some people misinterpreted that he fuds it here and there, but you know, I think he's just stating some facts. You know what I mean? And I debunked most of the myths that people have been funding it with. And the fact that, oh, it has, you know, private keys, it's owned by people, blah, blah, blah. I've already debunked it. It's by BitGo. It's a multi-signature wallet where it's a DAO where if you want to do any malicious actions, you know, you need 8 of the 12 or 13 seats to vote yes for it. And who are the 12, 13 seats? Those are literally trusted parties in this. You understand? Like, you know, BitGo, MakerDAO, to name a couple. I don't know the rest, but they're all trusted. I made a video. Go watch it. It's like 14 minutes. It gives you everything you need to know about PWBTC. It's super bullish. We're talking about 500x away from parity. Imagine saying to your friends, yes, I was able to buy Bitcoin under $200 or at $100 again in 2024. Understand? People are going to fade it until they realize PWBTC is real BTC. You know what I mean? Same thing with PDAI, guys. It's gonna be a stable coin. It's crazy to me when I'm like realizing, whoa, this is no longer like a fantasy, guys. This is real. You got Richard Hart, you know, making the MakerDAO movements and stuff like that, collateralizing Ethereum with the sacrifice funds. Literally, he's longing Ethereum right now. You know, if you put all his sacrifice funds holdings in Ethereum, it makes up to be the 16th biggest Ethereum holder, guys. I think he's going to long it and he's going to bridge it over. One of the reasons why people are saying he made the bridge, the Pulsechain bridge, 0% fees on that day was the reason because he was bridging it over to Pulsechain to test the MakerDAO vaults. You know what I mean? A lot of things are being done behind the scenes. By the time the masses find out, PDAI is going to be at $2. PDAI is going to be at $1 already pegged, which that was one of the things that I did also cover, how, you know, PDAI will, you know, some people say technically it can go over $1, it can go to $2. What's actually going to be the pegging mechanism? And this is what brings us to the next point, which is obviously the fact that, you know, you need to have the MakerDAO vaults that I think Richard Hart is going to do, because I think that, because obviously it's a fork of real DAI from Ethereum, right, which is the MakerDAO contract. And I think a lot of those functions are like kind of dormant because there's not enough liquidity. But I think once you have enough liquidity in those vaults, it will actually start reacting like a pegged to $1 stablecoin, where it will actually, you know, constantly keep pegging at that $1. So I think it will be like, it will actually be a stable coin for Pulsechain, guys. You know what I mean? This is super exciting stuff. So there you have it, the 4 horsemen: PDAI, PWBTC, Atropa, Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear, most bullish. You know what I mean? The most bullish meme coin. None of that, you know, weird stuff, dick with butts. You know what I mean? Like, you know, these are recycled memes. Come on. Teddy Bear, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's good. I like it because, you know what? It's not a dog. It's not a cat. It's not something with hat. Something with whatever. You know what I mean? Let's bring something new here. Teddy Bear is good because it's not a dog or a cat. So it's actually pretty decent. I like it. Everyone loves teddy bears. I have a teddy bear as well. Yeah, I need teddy bear to sleep at night. I'm kidding. I bought the teddy bear because of teddy bear. Do you believe me on that? I hope you do. But anyways, moving on. This is who, you know, I'm not trying to like kind of out him, but you know, this is all public information. This is Atropa dev legend. James his first name, 25-year scene veteran with ties to art, lit, Juarez, OSS. Again, apologies, I don't really know. Has worked for TerraPower, Microsoft, Intel, HP, and NASA. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And he's a 25-year veteran as well. Trust, like, this guy, credibility. Honestly, just hearing him speak gives him credibility. I'm not gonna lie to you. You didn't even need to show me this. But yeah, this is crazy, guys. You know what I mean? We got people, and I truly do believe, I feel like Richard Hart and Atropa probably did have conversations. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, of course they're not. Some people were saying he was Richard Hart, but I feel like he definitely, like, Richard Hart knows about this. Obviously, I'm not sure why Richard Hart is choosing to not speak about Atropa or anything, but I think they had some conversations, and I think obviously something to do with the SEC stuff, where he just can't talk that much, and he doesn't want to, be a catalyst to, Richard Hart spoke about this and it went red, it's your fault. Richard Hart is actually having a tough time anytime he talks about any token. Literally, honestly. So anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. The Atropa ecosystem believes that P stables will each of the three reach $1. So what was he talking about here? Obviously he's talking about PDAI, and then the next one, USDT, and then USDC. Now you can literally see, like, both of them, USDT and USDC, are literally moving in correlation, exactly in correlation. The same prices, almost the same exact prices. So whichever one you choose, if you want to buy a bag of both, up to you. There's actually a fourth one here. This one's called LUSD, and I feel like it also does have that same correlation, but it's extremely lower market cap, lower liquidity. Again, if you can check it out. So it's up to you. This one is higher risk. You can see 44k market cap here with DAI, 11k. It's super low liquidity, so technically it can go up more because it's more volatile due to that lower liquidity. Again, not financial advice, but those are the P stables. And actually, to give you a better resource, I've received this list of all the PRC20 tokens that you can consider, that are basically, from the most common, most confident ones with the thickest LP, to medium risk, to the lowest, to the highest risk, and then obviously the P stables, again not including PLUSD for some reason. So I'm actually going to add that PLUSD, but remember that's super high risk. So okay, so keep that in mind. I will leave this in the comment below. If not, it will be in my Telegram link description. Do join that, because chances are, if you're watching this video right now at this point, you're exactly the type of person who I want to join that Telegram. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think, even if it's not in Pulsechain. I follow the money. Don't get me wrong. I have my bag holdings in Ethereum. I play around with Solana meme coins, even though Solana is a rug fest, guys. Nothing lives more than a few hours there, sometimes days. Yeah, other than a few, then I make a video on, like, Slurf, the Costco stuff. Beautiful. I already sold 90% of my bags in Costco, but I still have that 10% because it goes to 100 million, goes to a bit. I'm making more bank again. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make a video about, how to really think about meme coins. They behave differently, guys. You need to be short-term oriented, short-term gain oriented, honestly, with those, because it's not even close to where Pulsechain's quality is. You know what I mean? Yes, Solana has all that volume and stuff like that. It's beautiful, but I think it's a ticking time bomb, guys. Literally, there's so many rugs, and it's just based on memes. I understand memes can have hype way more than utility or narratives. Like, it takes more energy to make a token with utility, make gains than memes, right? Because I think sometimes people just like memes than a token utility that is more complex to understand, right? Like DPIN stuff, or DeSci, or whatever, GPU stuff, okay, AI stuff. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate, but again, those utility tokens, or like, for example, here the narratives with PDAI, Atropa and stuff like that, the Atropa ecosystem, I feel like it's not that hard to understand, especially when you look at the X's potential. Yeah, people will come, guys. And if you're watching this video right now, you're winning. Let me tell you that you're the first 5%. You know what I mean? Within that top 5 percentile. Is it called 5%? Yeah, the top 5 percentile. We're winning, guys, honestly. But remember, we're still early as well. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind, honestly, because you look at it again. Atropa's 31 million market cap. That's nothing when you really still consider low cap. and Teddy Bear 24 million. And then, you know, you got the two other ones here. This is a BFF, and this has something to do with the layer 2. I believe it's called Dysnomia, I think. Dysnomia, which is like a layer 2 Atropa ecosystem that the 414 dev was planning to do, which I think he does touch up in this video. There you go. Dysnomia, layer 2. You know, it's kind of hard because, you know, you watch the video, you won't understand everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, you know, I had this... You know what he's trying to do. He's trying to do another layer where I think he doesn't want it to be run by actual tokens. I'm not sure. He did mention where he wants it to be actual certificates, and he wants it to be like kind of like a real world simulation of the financial system. You know, that's kind of as much as I understood about it. And apparently, BFF could be one of those tokens used in the layer 2. Even though I thought, you know what I mean. It's super complex. You know what I mean? Which is kind of bullish. I like it when it's super complex. You know, it seems like he knows what he's doing. Really, I really like that. I haven't actually looked into the layer 2 Dysnomia at all, so this is kind of what I know. You know, it's kind of very limited. I do suggest you guys joining this Greenland Telegram if you want to learn more about that. And it's also a token that you can consider investing in as well. I might consider this. This is a token Greenland, again made by the Atropa dev. We can quickly you know, double check that. It has 451 holders, 62,000 supply, and then what you want to do is click on the token here, and then you can see it ends with 414. And I also memorized the two Formula 3 414 just in case, because you never know. Sometimes you can still end up with a public key that ends up with 414. Obviously, it's extremely unlikely that you have a public key of 414 and you're a malicious user who's trying to be, you know, in Pulsechain and make false deployments. This is why, you know, I'm memorizing the next Formula 3 F3 414, which makes it harder, right? But anyways, it's made by the 414 dev. Super bullish. I think as well, it's not that bad in terms of, you know, being late. I think this is just a 277k market cap, 70k liquidity, and I think there's even more liquidity. They're all burnt, you know, with Teddy Bear, with Poppy. I think it mentions it here, so pretty decent stuff. You know, from the bottom, I guess here it did an 8, you know, an 8 something X. Again, that's from the bottom, right? So you're not late at all from the previous support layer. It's just a 41% increase, and then obviously from all-time high, we're looking at a 1x. Like, you can actually, you know, if you wanna swing trade this, definitely worth it as well. So look into it, join it. I might make a video on this again, or about Dysnomia. I need to do more research on it. But BFF and Dysnomia and Greenland are bullish, I'd say, especially BFF, you know, being super low. You know, all-time high was like 8,000, almost 8,000, and we're looking at, you know, a nice 2.5x up until there, or to 8,000 is at 3x. So again, if you are considering swing trading, this could be an opportunity as well, or long-term trading. Again, I've heard people say it can reach 10,000 per token, 100,000 per token. Pretty cool stuff. I do remember, I'm not holding a bag of BFF. I don't think I ever bought it, but I was there when I was around 800, and I do believe I mentioned it in a video when I was like, oh yeah, by the way, it's at 800. If you want to hold it, you can. You know, obviously showcasing to you guys, because of course, you know, most of I can't really be in every great investment in Pulsechain. Pulsechain is super bullish. There's so many different avenues to hold, like, you know, you got even Access, you got INC and stuff. I don't hold that much of INC. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I prefer to be in the Pulse X farms and make INC than buy INC. And that's for a whole video as well. I'm gonna show you guys what are the best farms, because I've seen people comment this where they said which are the best farms in Pulse X. You know, for example, the ones are like 150 plus APR, and I think 150% APRs are actually really good, guys, because if you really think about it, the way you need to think about it is every 3 days, yeah, or every, like, you know, 2 days and a half, you make 1% back. You know, that's the way that you really need to think about it, because of course we're so desensitized to, like, oh, you know, I need 1% daily ROI minimum. You know what I mean, to understand. But you need to understand those are like, this is really low risk, because if you're in Pulse X farms, like for example the one that's Pulse X and WPLS, those two tokens move in correlation together, so impermanent loss is really reduced there. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna tell you guys in a separate video. Anyways, this video is actually taking longer than I thought. But guys, Atropa, you know, Pulsechain this is changed for Pulsechain. But yeah, they're just tweets where he talks about, you know, How do you plan to stabilize the PDAI peg without an oracle? I don't see this as a possibility. And then Maria, the guy himself, James, there's a second layer that will come later. And this was all the way back in October, guys. You know what I mean? Like, he had the vision. Well, it's crazy to me. He had the vision. And it's, you know what I mean? He's sticking by it. Like, this guy is a man with a plan. This guy, you know what I mean? Like, I feel I can see them being best friends, Richard Hart and James, honestly. We're in good hands, guys. This is all I'm trying to say. We're in good hands. Guys, it's 10 a.m. I woke up today and I decided, you know what? I woke up at 6, guys. Literally, I woke up at 6. I went to like this boxing circuit session. I feel good, guys. I feel good. And I come back to this and I realize, whoa, I'm in Pulsechain as well. Count your blessings. Enjoy the sun. Vitamin D is good for you. You know, because low vitamin D is actually related to depression and stuff like that. What am I doing? I'm going on tangents. All I'm trying to say is I'm blessed, guys. Honestly, it's been my pleasure making these videos for you guys. You know, it's a win-win for me. I get to force myself to research more, invest more, and at the same time relay that back to you guys, because I do believe in knowledge shared is equal to knowledge squared. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really happy with Pulsechain. Again, I'm still going to follow the money. I'm going to be in base chain. I'm going to be in Solana. I think base chain is also going to have its run as well. It's super bullish because obviously with Coinbase and stuff. I'm going to make a video about that. But most of my long-term holdings, guys, is with Pulsechain. And I truly believe when we had those red weeks and people were flooding, guys, you need to understand, I feel like every network has its own turn. Pulsechain's turn is now. I'm just going to say, I think Pulsechain is now. We've already seen it. You know what I mean? Like, look at this, the PDAI triangle here. I forgot the name of it, but anyways, it broke out of it. It's the bullish, you know what I mean? That's literally bullish signal right there. It literally broke out of it. So keep that in mind, guys. You know what I mean? Front row receipts are still available. Pulsechain is the best leverage on Ethereum itself, right? Pulsechain is the best bet, in my opinion, right? It still has a high risk, yeah, but it's the best bet this altcoin season, yeah. So I'm going to end the video there, guys. I do hope this wasn't too long, and I do hope I didn't blab along too much. Let me know what you think. Did you learn something new today? Did I keep you guys up to date with Pulsechain? You know what I mean? I'm going to end the video there. Again, thank you very much to all my members, the DeFi Insiders. And by the way, if you were a member, there is a slight perk to it. You get access to my members' exclusive videos, which are basically my portfolio in the Ethereum side, Ethereum and BSC side. These are stuff that I'm holding long term as well. Again, none of it are meme coins. None of it are, you know, stuff like that. These are actual tokens that I'm not longing, basically, even though I do take profits. I've made a lot of money, actually, you know, with them. Like, I would say, you know, a nice 7x's here and there as well. So if you do want to reflect my portfolio, that is a way for you. You can become a member and then you can have access to those videos. I am planning to make more videos, but again, I'm not rushing any video where, you know, I'm just trying to meet a schedule or something. Any project that is bullish, I will make a video on it. So it's not guarantees that you're going to get a video, member video every week. But if you want to reflect my portfolio, you can do so, such as that. And of course, you can email me, you can DM me if you ask me. Honestly, I'll tell you most of my holdings. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, go become a member. It's more of a, if you want to support me, you can do that. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video there. I really hope you have a great rest of your day. What a time to be alive. What a time to be in crypto. Bull run. We're gonna make the best out of it. I'm gonna make sure you make the best out of it. You know what I mean? I want you guys to become disciplined traders, guys. Have exit strategies. Have milestones where you take profits, guys. You know what I mean? A person who takes profits never loses. I don't know what's the saying, but always take profits, no matter how small it is, honestly. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I'll see you another time. Take care.